What the frig's going on, people? How are you now? Well, today is Wednesday here on Logan Life, also known as Fake Friday. Today I need to go to the grocery store and get some shit. And also we need to put in our last shift of work. So I was given some news yesterday at work that really pissed me off in the beginning, but now that I think about it, it's not so bad. Basically, what's happening is one of the guys that works after hours is coming off of rotation, and we're getting one of the brand new guys coming on rotation. Now, because he's brand new, they don't really want him working with a team that doesn't at least have an extra person in North Bay. So what the boss decided to do was split up our all-star team of me and my colleague and our buddy in St. Catharines, because let's face it, we are the best. And that's what he told me. He's like, listen, we're gonna be separating you guys up and putting so-and-so on the new team because we're hoping that we'll have better success, because for some reason all the new people they put on after hours, they just can't hack it like the way we can, and they think that by putting them on our team it's gonna happen. But I'm sorry, it's not the fact that our team did it, it's the fact that me and my colleague are around the same age and we both got the same work ethic, as in you give her till you got none to give. I was pretty upset when I heard the news that I was going to be going off this team, because my new shifts basically are not the same as my current shifts, and I'll explain that now. But then I thought about it, and you know what? The only part that sucks is the team I gotta work on. The shifts aren't too bad. I can probably be happy with it, because now it kind of balances out how much you earn every 2 weeks. By that I mean every week. So the only thing that's gonna change is the days that I work. So instead of working, like when I work day shift, instead of working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then have Thursday, sometimes Friday off if I take it, and Saturday and Sunday, all I work is Monday, Tuesday, then I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, then I work Saturday and Sunday, and then the following Monday. Then I get Tuesday, Wednesday off, and then I go in for nights, Thursday, Friday, but then this is where it's different. I work Saturday, Sunday, instead of just Saturday and have Sunday off. So when you work nights, you work all the way through. When you work days, you get a huge time off, and it kind of balances it out a bit, because then at least all your paychecks are, you know, somewhat above $600, so it's not too bad. What the fuck's going on behind me? I hear movement back here, boys. What is that? I don't want to investigate in case it's something I don't want to see. Well, if it is, it's gonna die. So if there's a snake back here, I'm telling you now. Saw Bill's T Max's picture online there. He caught himself a milk snake in a rat trap. Holy crap, glad it was him and not me who caught that. Let me tell you, I would not tolerate. That thing would have been killed before I got out of the trap. Really, really, really don't like snakes. There's no way I could have live released that damn thing. It would have gotten destroyed. I understand things have a right to live, but if you come into my house, it's open season, bitches. So basically last night, after I found out the news, I was pretty upset, like I said. And mainly because now Christmas, I'm gonna be working 3 to 11, which means Christmas Eve, I gotta work 3 to 11, which means I won't be able to be at my parents' house Christmas Eve for the gift exchange, because they got to do it earlier, because my niece, right, she's like 4 years old or 3 years old or something like that. I think she's 4. I'm pretty sure she's 4 now. But she's usually in bed by around 9 o'clock at the latest, because she's just a kid, right? They tire themselves out because all they do is play all day. It's just, that's like a kid. So I won't be able to be there to see her face when she opens up It's So Fluffy I'm Gonna Die unicorn. You know, I bought my brother and his old lady a gift, so I won't be able to be there to give them that. And I won't be able to be there to open my own gifts. So Christmas Day, though, sometimes what happens with these 3 to 11 shifts is one person doesn't have to be there, because Christmas Day is dead. Like literally, you do nothing. You go in, you might get the odd call about an alarm going off at a network location, and then you might have to get somebody in that remote location to go and investigate a potential power, whatever. You know, it's piss. It's a boring day, so usually they understaff it on purpose. So I might be able to get Christmas Day off, and then I'll just have to go to my parents' house and open my presents by myself, and then give my parents their gifts. But yeah, it's that kind of like really upset me, and I was just really bad mood last night. So I kind of gave her. Like, I showed you the steps. That was last night. Once we were done all of our work, and cleaning up all what was left over from the day staff, I started pacing. Because for me, when I'm in motion, I think better. When I'm sitting still, I don't think well. Like whenever I'm trying to come up with an idea for a vlog, I pace, I walk, I back and forth, and you've seen it on the videos, and you probably always wonder why. It's when my train of thought is at its pinnacle, is when I'm in motion. So that's when I started thinking, I'm like, is this really going to be that bad? Not really, because the shifts that I dread the most, which is day shift, because let me tell you, going in from 7 to 3 kind of sucks. Being able to go in from 8 till noon on Monday and 8 to noon on Tuesday, sometimes it's 8 to 4, but just that 12-hour, little jaunt, that's more pleasing to me, because you go in at 8 o'clock, you just put in 4 hours of labor and you're back out. And that week alone, like, it's only a 24-hour week, but it's still going to be a take home of over 600. That's like, for this shift rotation, the day shift is the least paid shift. The most paid is the night shift. That's where you make your bank. Where the shift I'm currently on, your big payday is day shift. But it's not that big of a deal. Like, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? This ain't gonna be too bad. The only problem is the team I gotta be on, because they're problematic, these two. I do really like the idea of being the only one in the office though, because I find I get more done when I don't have anybody there distracting me. I want another coffee, so I'm gonna make another coffee. Man, I'm really enjoying this new series from McJuggernuggets. He's basically over at Boogie 2988's house, trying to help him with his diet. And they're totally playing it off like Boogie's a cannibal now. It's freaking great. Freaking great. Boogie the cannibal. Like, he literally just tried to cook Jesse and Swift in the bathtub. What a great series. I don't know, man. That guy's got some interesting ideas. I still say he doesn't need to go to Hollywood to do it. He could just do like the Trailer Park Boys and go to Netflix. Produce a series on Netflix, get some funding, buy some better gear. Not saying he doesn't have good gear now, but his camera is kind of weak for like Netflix quality. So he'd have to step up the game. The 70D is a nice camera, but like, let's face it, it's not too hot. Like, I don't know exactly how he edits his stuff. A lot of his videos are literally start the camera and record, and it's just one take. So I don't know what he does in the video editor, if he actually does color corrections or any sort of cuts or anything at all, because you watch a lot of his old videos and it looks like he just starts the video and the camera rolls for like 30 minutes straight. Especially on the freak out videos, it's just a one-hit wonder, start the camera, go, and then shut it off when you're done kind of operation. I just gotta fill up the dog and cat's water dish here because she's getting a little low and these guys need their beverage. I love that I start pouring the water and Scampers takes interest. So yeah, like I've been trying different things on the video. You guys probably notice every day the video looks different. I'm still using the Sony. I'm not using any different camera. I just tried some different filters and stuff to see if I can make the video pop a little harder. So this is what I've been using in my coffee for the past little while to sweeten it up a little bit. Stevia by Sugar Twin. I think it's just pure stevia. I'm not exactly sure. It uses erythritol. Okay, so there you go. Well, if that's the case, that's why this is number one on level 1 in the glycemic list, is because the 1 gram of erythritol. Well, that makes sense. I used to use this, but the problem is the dextrose. Dextrose is up there on the glycemic, and I'll show you guys that there once we get back to the computer. But I used to use this stuff here because it's cheap, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and it was not too bad. It actually tastes pretty damn good, but I think the reason why is because of dextrose. So here is the glycemic index for all the different sweeteners out there. So maltodextrin, maltose, and dextrose. 110 on the maltodextrin, 100 on the dextrose, glucose is 100. A bunch of stuff I never heard of. Sucralose, straight up sugar, 65. Syrup is up there. Honey is a 50, so honey is actually better than the stuff that I used to use. Then you go down the list, corn sugar, fructose, agave syrup, 15. Sorbitol is a 4. Erythritol is only a 1. So I used to be using something rated 100 on the glycemic index. Now I'm using something rated 1. Then further down the list you get the zeros. Like, there's one in here called monk fruit. There's stevia there, 0. But the stevia I use for some reason is erythritol, so I don't understand that. But there's monk fruit is not on here. I don't see it. Because monk fruit is another type of sweetener you can use that's actually really good for you. And there's aspartame, 0, but that has other side effects that you got to watch out for. And sucralose is a 0, but that apparently also has other side effects you got to watch out for. But the stuff I'm using is rated a 1, which is erythritol. Now I'm going to admit it doesn't taste like when you have a double-double from Hortons and they use real sugar, or that dextrose sweetener, which tastes like real sugar. It has a different taste to it, and a lot of the times with erythritol, it has I don't know, like a snappy aftertaste, like almost like licking a 9-volt battery aftertaste. So you get used to it in your coffee after a while, but don't expect it to be as delicious as like sugar or artificial sweetener dextrose, because it won't be. I really got to start paying more attention to my snail mail. Like big time paying more attention to my snail mail. This is kind of cool. So, you guys remember when I worked for Onterra, they got bought out by Bell Canada. Well, at the time it was Bell Alliant, which remerged with Bell Canada. Monopolies, just go with it. Anyway, over the 2 years I worked there, apparently I was buying stocks in Bell. I just received a letter from Benefits Advantage, which is what they call their little pension deal, and it said, defined contribution agreement of the Bell Canada pension plan. Our records indicate that you have a DC account balance under the Bell Canadian pension plan. The value of your account as of August 9th is $4,054. According to the plan rules and legislations, when a DC account balance is less than 20% of the year's maximal pensionable earnings, there is no restriction on a payout to the plan member. We are therefore informing you that all the units of your DC account will be sold no later than 60 days from the date. Now keep in mind, I got this letter on August 13th. I thought it was spam. I just kind of let it sit downstairs in the dryer. I just decided to go downstairs and clean up all the flyers down there in that room. Tomorrow, that's my plan, is to clean up the laundry room, and I want to continue on with my cleaning up room by room in the house. But anyway, carrying on with this letter. Okay, it says, we are therefore informing you that your units are sold no later than 60 days from this letter, and a check for the proceeds less withholding taxes will be mailed to the mailing address at the bottom of this letter, which it's my address. So if you do not want to receive a check as described, please contact the administrators at, and there's a number, to discuss payment options. To see your current DC account balance, log into the benefits site at, which I don't even know how to do because I never set that up. I'm reading this right. And then I got another letter with the exact same envelope and everything from Bell Benefits and Advantage saying, RE, your termination request, identification number, confirmation. This statement confirms that your termination request for the Bell Canada pension plan has been successfully submitted to RBC Global Services, the trustee for DC pension agreement. The total withdrawn amount shown below has been processed as per instructions you provided to the benefits. Now, I got this one here on September 12th, which was 7 days ago. The transaction took effect on the dates indicated below, which is the date on which it was processed. Please review the details of your transaction below and make sure to keep this statement for tax purposes. On August 31st, Jesus Murphy, I didn't get a check, did I? I don't remember getting a check. Huh, now I'm a little curious. I want to go check the mail. I don't really check it very often, but I did hear the mailman slam the lid. Oh, that wasn't politically correct. I did hear the letter carrier slam the lid. But I do live in Canada, and you can be thrown in jail for hate speech, or whatever they call hate speech. Not like that in America. America, you can say what you want. Canada, you can say what you want too, but you can go to prison for it. What's this? Just a bill for the internets. Already paid. I wish they wouldn't send me the paperback version. It's been about 2 weeks. Christ, it's been about 3. What do we got in here? Letter from Bell. We got another Bell slip. But this feels like another bill for the internet, which is already paid. Really don't get that company, you know? They send me a bill for the internet through my email, then they proceed to send me a paperback version. But it's pre-authorized. So, this is something I got back in 2016 when I was released from Bell. I never opened it, and it was about everything going on today. That is hilarious. Like, I'm gonna have to give these guys a call tomorrow, see what the hell's going on. I was not expecting this one frickin' bit. I don't know what's going on, people. I'm gonna have to give these guys a call tomorrow and figure this out, because there's obviously something I'm missing here. I wasn't expecting this, and if I'm entitled to some cash that apparently I contributed to, well shit, that's gonna go a long way in making a new friggin' editing rig. Just saying. Maybe I can afford to get a G7X too. Who knows? Or put a sick exhaust system on the truck. Who knows? Or pay off some debt. Who knows? Yeah, I definitely got to give those guys a call tomorrow. But right now what I need to do is pack up all my empties, throw them in the truck, and head off to the beer store and drop them off, make some money, go to the grocery store, grab some stuff like heavy creamer, and we'll see what we get. Let's go. I apologize now because this drive to the beer store is going to sound like you're riding in Rick Sanchez's friggin' spaceship car. But it is what it is. Let's go. Guys, it's pretty funny. I haven't even eaten today. Last time I ate was on yesterday's video, which was filmed yesterday. I haven't eaten today. What the hell was that? Somebody throwing rocks at me? Huh. Anyway, I haven't eaten today and I feel fantastic. Not hungry, just feeling good. I don't even want to eat. I'm probably going to go home and make something, mind you, after we're done this. But I don't feel like eating. Even last night when I was a little angry. Man, this camera's really aimed up. Let me see if I can correct that real quick. She's locked in place, boys. Sorry for the shitty angle. Yeah, ever since I did that 5-day fat fast, something chemically in my body changed where I don't get hunger anymore. Like my body is completely adapted to just using fat. And it's weird. Because I remember like back in the day, man, I was always hungry. I was always going to the fridge, always snacking out on whatever. Like it was bad, you know. I frig over a bag of chips and I'm still hungry, so I go down to the fridge, and one time I remember I ate a half a pack of bologna straight up, like, because I was still hungry. Just cocked over a pack of bologna, whatever, you know. I remember one time I was super starved that I friggin' ate a whole pack of wieners, like hot dogs. Just ate them, you know, whatever. Only hot dogs. Oh man, speaking of weird incidents, remember yesterday I was talking about Angry Joe in the vlog, how we used to go to the gym and stuff, and well, last night as I'm leaving for work, who the frig pulls up at the end of my driveway? Friggin' Angry Joe in the 5.0. Yeah, he had the old Fox body out for a rip, one half of the 10-liter wall, the other half is my Trans Am, and he just like pulls up and he's like, holy shit, he goes, I haven't seen you in like ages. And it's true, like we haven't hung out since, oh Christ, 2014? Just kind of lost track of him. I thought maybe he left town or something, pursued a different career path, or who knows. Like the guy's friggin' smart, he's good legally. He knows a lot about law and he knows how to work it. You know, graduated top 98 percentile in the bar and just all around a really smart guy. I figured maybe he just decided to say screw North Bay and just bounced on out of here somewhere where there's more prospects. But no, he's still kicking it in the Bay, still rocking the 5.0. So we got talking and stuff, and he was like, so he goes, is that you're driving a truck now? And I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, oh, what do you got on there, the 3.5 EcoBoost? And I'm like, hells no, 5.0 Coyote. No, I didn't want the EcoBoost. Too many people I know who have the EcoBoost are having nothing but problems a couple years in. Everybody I know who bought the 5-liter, the only thing they complain about is I wish I got the fuel economy of an EcoBoost. But you know what? I will trade up fuel economy for reliability any frickin' day of the week, boys. Which is why I traded up the G6. Because that thing had shit fuel economy and no reliability. That thing was a pile of junk. Oh well, it did its job. It served its purpose. And I got 2 years out of it without having to make payments on it, so that's kind of cool. Man, after next May, I only have 4 more years left on this. Or is it 3? Yeah, 16 months is what? 5 years. So I only have 3 years left of payments on this thing. Freaking sweet. I can dig that. But every time people see my truck, they always say, why the hell did you get a 2-door? And I always say, because I didn't want a 4-door. You know, this truck's like a real good statement to people. It's like, when I had a 4-door car, I'd always get called on by people. Hey man, can you come and pick me up or whatever? And it's like, now I got an excuse. Well, no, I can't pick up you and your friends because I can only fit 1 extra passenger. Even though the seat goes up and I can totally carry 2 extra passengers, I just don't want somebody sitting right beside me while I'm driving, because that's just awkward as shit. We're down here at the beer store and mainly the grocery store. That's my main interest today. I'm just gonna get some money, get rid of these empties, and then hopefully no more coming back here, because like I said, I am done with the beer. Done with that place. You know what, let me fix this real quick. Give you a little bit more of a forward lean. It's because I had the GoPro on there, right? And the GoPro has that ridiculously wide-angled shot. And yeah, crazy. Empties have all been brought back. 52 cans, 48 bottles, $10 and make you holla. Then I went to the grocery store, bought some salads, I bought some steak. Freaking love both those things. Bought some of my heavy creamer because I need that for my caffe because it just makes it taste so much better. What else did I get? I'll show you when I get home. Go into one store, get 10 bucks, go into the grocery store, spend 40. So my groceries cost me 30 bucks today, and this should last me all week, even though the week's almost over. But you know what I mean. Somebody's rocking their Jake brake. Oh dude, last night it got so freaking cold out. Over the past week, it's been not too bad here in North Bay. It's been like the nights have been about, 11, 12. But last night she dropped down to 2, and I was all concerned because I currently have my furnace disabled because we had that cold spurt in the summer and it kept coming on, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. I don't need to waste gas running my furnace in the frickin' summer. So I just shut it off. But I have the windows open up in the computer room in the bedroom. Let's just say this morning sleeping was so good because my room was like 2 degrees Celsius, which is like maybe 34 Fahrenheit, maybe 35 or 6. I don't know how to read that shit. Yeah, it was pretty good. I do say so myself. It's nice and cool out, and that's the reason why I was able to really give her on my walk last night. Just really rip some cardio. Pretty much done with the beer store now, boys. It's not doing me any favors. It's costing me a lot of money, and I can put that money other places, like paying down debt or fixing my editing computer so I can actually make these damn videos. Because let me tell you, when it crashes all the time, that's a real downer. I'm constantly Control S-ing. For anybody who's not sure what that is, that's saving. Press and hold Control, hit the S key, and it saves your document as long as you already have it saved under a file name. Just as like a quick save to the file. Non-stop, Control S, Control S. And I got the folder open where the save file is, so that when Sony does crash, or sorry, when Vegas does crash, I can just go into Task Manager, nuke all the processes for it, because those usually hang open. And then once that's all said and done, well, then you're a sausage in a bun. No, all I do is then reload the actual save file and carry on where I was. Now this could be an issue related to the fact that the rig only has 12 gigs of RAM. Like, I inspected the motherboard and I didn't see any capacitors mushrooming, so I don't know why it's not able to drive enough friggin' voltage to the USB and why the USBs keep cutting out. Power supply in that thing's pretty much, like, it's only 3 years old and it's way too overkill for what that computer has. Like, it's a 600 watt Roswell. Oh no, that's a 600 watt, it's one of those friggin', what do you call those damn ones where you can take the cables out? Anyway, you can attach cables to it as you need them. I can't remember, I want to call it composite, but that's not the word. Anyway, you probably know what I mean. But it's 600 watts and it's from a company called, can't remember, doesn't matter. It's a good company. I bought that there back in the day for the Acer, and I ended up taking it out of the Acer and putting it in this when I blew the power supply out of the Acer after adding the 8600 GTX or 8600 GT. But it's still a good power supply, and it's way more than that computer needs as far as a power supply, like way more. So this shouldn't be under stress, and I cleaned it out and it wasn't that bad inside. It was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad. Everything else is getting enough volts, it's just the USBs that are cutting out, so it's got to be something to do with the Mobo. Like, the card reader on the damn thing stopped working about 2 years after I bought it. Dell said that wasn't covered under the warranty because they blame it on user damage, because they're like, oh, chances are you didn't clean it and dust and debris got in there and wrecked it. Seems to be a common occurrence. Then why don't you fix it? Why don't you not have card slots that do that? Put a freaking door on them or something. Who knows? They got to re-engineer that technology. But I don't use that anymore because I used to use that all the time with the old camera, because the only way to get the video off of it was to rip out the SD card and slam it into your computer. But if I ever need to do that, I got a couple card readers at home that are not too bad that I can use. But all the cameras I have now are USB extractable, so that's fine. Good times in North Bay. Is that a cop behind me? Oh shit. Alrighty, so what did I get at the store? Got some sweet kale salad. There's nothing sweet about kale. Got another package of sweet kale salad. My statement stands. Nothing sweet about kale. Got some wild greens and quinoa salad. whatever the hell quinoa is. Got some heavy cream, also known as whipping cream. See, this stuff's awesome, right? Check this out. What the hell is it? Look at those nutrition facts. Look at the carbs. Oh, no carbs. What's going on? Oh, no carbs. No carbs. But look at that fat content. Got some Montreal chicken spice. This time I got it with salt. Last time I got it without salt. And that was just like adding not flavorless powder to your steak. It was gross. Got a pack of bacon. You know what goes good with bacon? Another pack of bacon. Got some steak. And another pack of steak that's 40% off because they gotta be eaten like in the next couple days. They're end of life. But that's okay. So I just threw some steak in the frickin' air fryer. Let that cook up and have that for some dan-dans. Alright, well, dinner is served. So I'm gonna eat this. And call her quits on this video for now. We're gonna carry on tomorrow. Tomorrow's a day off. We'll see what we get into. We'll actually be able to do some more stuffs. Don't need to do groceries. Got plenty of food in the fridge. Don't need to get beer. I quit drinking. Truck won't get much of a workout, but I sure as hell hope I do. Alright guys, gonna chime out now. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, peace the frig out.